I definitely recommend these type of snap ring pliers to do this job. I had a different type, they didn't work very well. Got these at Napa. The guys over there showed me which ones I needed. Okay, but I've already taken this apart and I was struggling to put it back together. And it is for a Buell Blast 500cc. Found out what was wrong. The previous owner that had it, literally during high idle, he would attempt to put it into gear. And while I was in gear, first gear, he chattered, I guess you would call it, the dog gears. But he had it chattering so hard because at high idle, it wouldn't go into gear. And it caused a lot of burrs on the actual dog teeth. And then on the brass fork, he hit it so hard that the shift drum, there was an interference, and there was basically a burr he created, and this whole shift fork on the inner diameter, it had like a blemish, and it locked up. So I took it all apart. I honed this out with a brake honing kit, and then I took a sharpening stone on the actual shift drum, and I basically filed down the burr. And unfortunately, I also bought another whole transmission kit just in case, but the owner of that one said it worked pretty good. So I'm not going to be able to shift this too much and show the video at the same time. I might be able to kind of see how this works. You guys probably know better than I do. So right there you can see it's shifting from, that's first gear, that's neutral. I'm sorry, first gear, neutral, second, and then on its way to third, it's kind of tight. Go ahead and spin this gear. So the counter, spinning the primary. Now let's see if I can get in the third gear. Oh, the whole shaft is moving, so therefore it's not really giving me. I just want to show you how I broke it down and little details of each gear showed me which ones went on. So I'm doing this to help you guys out if I can. See if I can set the camera down and get in there. Okay, I definitely recommend having a 90-degree pick and a earth magnet. I took out the cotter pins earlier and I haven't replaced them yet. I got brand new ones, and I wasn't able to put fourth gear, the pin back in it. I messed up, but we're going to take it all apart today and get a 90-degree pick. You're going to need that with a magnet. Since I don't have the cotter pins in, I'll show you how having this magnet you're able to get these shift fork pins out. Kind of jiggling a little bit. Shift it around a little bit. So there it goes. See how that magnet pull it out? Fortunately, this magnet is really strong. So there is the pin for the shift fork. Today is Christmas Day, and I take the boys out for a ride on the motorcycle, and I dropped my phone as we were riding, and my phone is destroyed. Sucks. Okay, so this is third and fifth gear, first and second, and that's fourth. Okay, here's the first and second gear pin. I don't have any music today, so it sucks. with all this oil and lubrication, transmission fluid, it's really slippery to get a good grip on anything. Crap, I can't get it out. Okay, there it goes. Alright. So the first thing I'm going to do is take off the counter shaft snap ring. Thrust washer comes off with it. Okay. This one on the primary, look for that ring right there. Okay. Also, certain ones, this one has a little, oh, it doesn't, that's good. On the back side, there is no ring. This sits flush with the next gear on the counter. So remember that ring is going to go on this one. It's like two rings actually. Oh no, it's one ring. This one doesn't have a ring. Some of these have this little cut. I don't know if you can see it on this particular gear. This one has this little cut in third and fifth gear. You can actually, I don't know if you can really see it or not. See that? Those little bitty cuts inside each tooth. And that's what I was using to differentiate this one against the other ones, because they're also similar. They look pretty similar. Okay. Okay. Then this one comes out. I guess it's just telling me that these line up. So remember, this is facing away from the transmission casing, or I guess towards you, what do you want to call it. This has a flush surface side that's going to mate up with the flush side, the non-ring together. Okay. This one has little nips or notches in each tooth. Okay, it's got the dog teeth on this side. I guess that's what they're called, dog teeth. And you can kind of tell this one has all these little nips and burrs on it. I had to take a file and a stone, get it down to smoothness again. Okay. Put these two together. That goes on the counter. Next is to take off the needle bearings on the counter shaft. They just split right there. Don't split them too hard, they'll break. I haven't broken one yet, but I'm assuming they will. Okay. Next is to take off third and fifth gear. In your manual, these locations of the pins are like far right, first and second is in the middle, and fourth gear is far left. And I'll show you again when I take it off. So this one has the nip teeth and the dog gears on each side. I'll do it slow so that way there's nothing special on this side. Okay, keep the fork and the actual gears together so you don't get confused. And I don't know if you can tell how shiny and smooth this surface inner diameter wall is. I'll show you on second gear and first gear how bad it was. There was something in there that caused a real bad scarring. Okay. I'm going to set this right here. Okay, next is first and second gear on the counter shaft. Take off another snap ring. Mind you, this isn't the easiest thing, but and don't squeeze them too hard, because if you squeeze them too hard, you'll overextend the actual spring. Just spread it enough to where you can feel it slide over the splines. Okay. This one also has a thrust washer. Okay. Thrust washer. Okay, so when this one comes off, okay, this one doesn't have any nips in the teeth, but notice this side is flush or flat, but this side has a line in each dog tooth, and that's how I was able to differentiate. Plus, this is, you can kind of see on every dog tooth, this particular side has been really hammered hard against the other dog tooth on, I guess, this gear down here. So remember, that one goes on first and second. Now if you look on the inside of first and second, if you can see the scarring in there. See that channel that in there that was cut? I'm gonna reuse these to see if it works. I took a honing tool for a brake kit. I honed it out and I got rid of all the highs. And then right here, so which way did that go? Okay, that went this way, right? Yeah. So on the shift drum, right here in first gear, this is neutral, this is second gear. First gear, neutral, second gear, turn again, that's third gear, turn again, that's fourth gear, turn again, that's fifth gear. So on first gear, he hammered it so hard there was a high spot right there, and I took a stone and I nipped that down all the way to where it was flush, and I was able to get this back on there. So first and second gear, this one's more towards the middle. Let me see how badly it is. I guess that's saying first gear. I don't know. But you'll also can tell that this goes in with the dog teeth on the inside of there. If you turned it this way, I don't think it would even fit correctly. I don't think it would. Maybe it will, I don't know. I need to watch my other video again. Maybe it does go that way, but I don't think so, because the way this angle is, it won't fit in there. It doesn't fit far enough. I'll just do a test real quick. Get this off. Okay. This is a very tedious job. I'm pretty sure a lot of you have done something like this before. I haven't. Yeah, I don't think this will be able to sync up with, yeah, it won't sync up to these teeth right here in the back, because this is on the wrong side. So I guess my theory, or our theory, was pretty accurate. There it goes. So that's all the way seated into this counter. Okay. Alright, so we'll take this one back out. That's second and first. And now for back in the hole here. Looking on the primary. Take off another snap ring. Snap ring. This one also has a thrust washer. So on this one, this is a flush surface. This doesn't engage anything over here, so I know that these dog teeth cannot go that way because there's nothing for it to engage over here. It also has needle bearings. Take that off also. And also you can tell by the needle bearings will always roll into the smooth inner diameter that has no teeth for the splines. So this is going to face us or away from the transmission. Needle bearings. This goes on the primary. Okay, then you've got another gear down here, which I'll probably just leave on. And there's one more gear behind it. But this one should be able to come off without me having to take off the snap ring and the thrust washer. But you can, I don't know if you can see it in the video. I'll show you. This one also has nipped teeth. See the nip in the teeth? Right there. Each tooth has a notch in it. Okay. And then also on the fourth gear, it also has nipped teeth, so I guess that tells us that lines up together with it. Don't know for sure, but that's what it's coming down to. So snap ring. Thrust washer. Go ahead and take this out. Maybe I do have to take out that bottom gear because I can't get it out. It's interfering on the way out. The bottom part of the actual shift fork is interfering with that bottom gear. So we'll go ahead and take that one out. Take out the snap ring. Thrust washer along with okay. No dog teeth on this side. Dog insertions on this side. And you've got the little nips in each tooth. Okay? So we'll set this one just right here. And then you got fourth gear. Fourth gear, like I said, it's more towards the inside of the transmission. No dog teeth on this side. It's got a circle, a ring, and I had to review my old video to know that this is the one that goes on this side. Dog teeth on this side is going to catch the dog teeth inserts on that one. I'm going to leave these two in here. There's no sense of taking them out because I'll just get more confused about what needs to go in there. It's got its own thrust washer and snap ring on both. Actually, there is no thrust washer on this one. It's just a snap ring. Then you got your needle bearings, your last ones. I'm going to leave that in there. So now we're going to put it back together. Fourth gear, or fourth shift fork. This one does not have any scoring. Okay,